I, 2 and 5, 25. B, on its own, 2. N, 3 and 9, 39. N, 3 and 2, 32. N, 3 and 6, 36. B, on its own, 4. G, 5 and 6, 56. O, 7 and 5,
Bingo!
75. Anyone else? Splendid! O, 6 and 3, 6B, on its own, 1. N, 3 and 4, 34. N, 4 and 3, 43. O, 6 and 2, 62. G, 5 and 3, 53. G, 4 and 6, 46. N, 4 and 0, 40. N, 3 and 8, 38. N, 4 and 5, 45. B, on its own, 6. I, 1 and 7, 17. N, 4 and 2, 42. I, 2 and 7, 27. B, 1 and 3, 13. G, 6 and 0, 60. N, all the 4s, 44. B, 1 and 4, 14. I, 2 and 1, 21. I, 2 and 4, 24. G, all the 5s,
Bingo!
55.
Bingo!
Any more?
Bingo!
Phenomenal. Super duper. Super job. Eyes down for a blackout. N, 3 and 7, 37. O, 7 and 4, 74. G, 5 and 1, 51. B, 1 and 0, 10. B, on its own, 8. I, 2 and 6, 26. G, 5 and 9, 59. B, on its own, 7. G, 4 and 9, 49. G, 4 and 8, 48. G, 4 and 7, 47. O, 6 and 8, 68. I, 1 and 9, 19. O, 7 and 3, 73. I, 3 and 0, 30. O, 6 and 5, 65. I, 2 and 9, 29. B, on its own, 5. G, 5 and 0, 50. O, 6 and 9,
Bingo!
69. Anybody else? Well done. Thank you for playing, everyone. The next game will start soon. Ready for some bingo? Here we go with American Bingo! Eyes down for a line, then the pattern, and finally a blackout. Good luck! Our first number is B, on its own, 1. G, 5 and 1, 51. G, all the 5s, 55. B, on its own, 8. O, 7 and 1, 71. B, on its own, 6. N, 3 and 1, 31. O, 6 and 2, 62. O, 6 and 4, 64. O, 7 and 3, 73. N, all the 3s, 33. G, 4 and 7, 47. N, 3 and 7, 37. B, 1 and 5, 15. B, on its own, 3. G, 5 and 6, 56. I, 1 and 7, 17. B, on its own, 2. I, 2 and 6, 26. G, 6 and 0, 60.
Bingo!
Bingo.
Anyone else? Splendid! Hear, hear! Eyes down for the pattern, and then a blackout. I, 2 and 8, 28. N, all the 4s, 44. O, 6 and 7, 67. O, 7 and 5, 75. I, all the 2s, 22. B, 1 and 0, 10. G, 5 and 7, 57. O. 6 and 5, 65. B. On its own, 5. N. 4 and 0, 40. G. 5 and 2, 52. O. 7 and 4, 74. N. 3 and 2, 32. N. 4 and 3, 43. B. On its own, 9. B. 1 and 3, 13. G. 5 and 9, 59. O. 6 and 3, 63. O. 6 and 8, 68. G. 5 and 0, 50. B. 1 and 2, 12. B. On its own, 4. I. 1 and 6, 16. N. 4 and 1, 41. I. 2 and 5, 25. O. 6 and 9, 69. I. 1 and 8, 18. N. 3 and 6, 36. O. 7 and 2, 72. I. 2 and 4, 24. G. 4 and 8, 48. I. 2 and 9, 29. G. 5 and 3, 53. I. 2 and 3, 23. G. 5 and 4, 54. N. 4 and 2, 42. G. 4 and 9,
Bingo!
49. Any others? Super duper! Eyes down for a blackout. G. 4 and 6, 46. I. 2 and 0, 20. N. 3 and 5, 35. I. 2 and 7, 27. N. 3 and 9, 39. O. 7 and 0, 70. O. 6 and 1, 61. I. 2 and 1, 21.
Bingo!
Anyone else? Well done! And that's the end of the game. More bingo coming up soon. Ready for some bingo? Here we go with American Bingo! Eyes down for a line, then the pattern, and finally a blackout. Good luck! Our first number is 6 and 4, 64. 7 and 4, 74. 5 and 9, 59. 6 and 2, 62. 5 and 8, 58. 6 and 7, 67. 6 and 5, 65. 2 and 4, 24. B, all the ones, 11. 7 and 3, 73. 5 and 2, 52. N, all the fours, 44. N, 3 and 5, 35. 4 and 6, 46. N, 3 and 6, 36. N, 3 and 8, 38. B, 1 and 5, 15. B, on its own, 2. B, on its own, 7. 2 and 5,
Bingo!
25. Anyone else? Splendid! Eyes down for the pattern and then a blackout. 1 and 6, 16. 2 and 3, 23. 7 and 1, 71. B, on its own, 6. 4 and 9, 49. 6 and 8, 68. All the twos, 22. B, on its own, 4. 6 and 1, 61. 6 and 0, 60. N, 4 and 1, 41. B, 1 and 3, 13. B, on its own, 8. B, 1 and 2, 12. 5 and 0, 50. N, 3 and 7, 37. 5 and 3, 53. N, 3 and 4, 34. N, 3 and 1, 31. N, 4 and 0, 40. 5 and 4, 54. Any more? Phenomenal! Eyes down for a blackout. 2 and 0, 20. 2 and 6, 26. 2 and 9, 29. I, 2 and 8, 28. N, 4 and 2, 42. I, 1 and 8, 18. O, all the sixes, 66. G, 5 and 1, 51. I, 3 and 0, 30. G, 4 and 8, 48. G, all the fives, 55. N, all the threes, 33. B, on its own, 9. I, 2 and 1, 21. B, on its own, 3. B, 1 and 0, 10. O, 6 and 9,
Bingo!
69. Anybody else? Well done. Thank you for playing, everyone. The next game will start soon. Ready for some bingo? Here we go with American Bingo. Eyes down for a line, then the pattern, and finally a blackout. Good luck. Our first number is B, 1 and 2, 12. N, all the fours, 44. B, all the ones, 11. G, 6 and 0, 60. G, 5 and 6, 56. G, 4 and 9, 49. G, 5 and 4, 54. G, 4 and 6, 46. N, 3 and 1, 31. G, 5 and 3,
Bingo!
53. Anyone else? Splendid! Eyes down for the pattern and then a blackout. O, 7 and 5, 75. O, 6 and 8, 68. N, 4 and 1, 41. I, 1 and 6, 16. I, 2 and 1, 21. I, 2 and 7, 27. B, on its own, 8. O, 6 and 3, 63. O, all the sixes, 66. G, 5 and 8, 58. N, 3 and 5, 35. I, 2 and 5, 25. B, 1 and 0, 10. B, on its own, 5. B, on its own, 3. O, 6 and 4, 64. I, 2 and 0, 20. I, 2 and 4, 24. O, 7 and 0, 70. G, 5 and 2, 52. N, 4 and 2, 42. O, 7 and 4, 74. G, 4 and 7, 47. I, all the twos, 22. O, 6 and 7,
Line.
67. Any more? Phenomenal! Eyes down for a blackout. G, 5 and 9, 59. B, on its own, 4. N, 4 and 5, 45. O, 7 and 2, 72. B, on its own, 2. N, 3 and 7, 37. B, 1 and 5, 15. O, 6 and 9, 69. O, 6 and 2, 62. I, 1 and 8, 18. O, 7 and 3, 73. I, 2 and 9, 29. G, 4 and 8, 48. B, on its own, 9. N, 3 and 6, 36. O, 6 and 1, 61. N, 3 and 8, 38. B, on its own, 6. I, 2 and 6, 26. G, 5 and 1, 51. G, 5 and 0, 50. G, all the 5s, 55. N, 3 and 2, 32. B, 1 and 4, 14. B, on its own, 1. I, 3 and 0, 30. I, 1 and 7, 17. N, 3 and 9, 39. B, on its own, 7. I, 1 and 9, 19. N, 4 and 0, 40. N, 3 and 4, 35.
Bingo!
Wow!
Anybody else? Well done. Well done. Well done. Thank you for playing, everyone. The next game will start soon. Ready for some bingo? Here we go with American Bingo. Eyes down for a line, then the pattern, and finally a blackout. Good luck. Our first number is I. 1 and 8, 18. B. On its own, 6. N. 3 and 1, 31. B. On its own, 9. O. 7 and 3, 73. G. 4 and 6, 46. B. 1 and 5, 15. B. On its own, 3. B. All the ones, 11. I. 2 and 3, 23. B. 1 and 3, 13. I. 1 and 7, 17. B. 1 and 0,
Bingo.
10.
Bingo.
Anyone else? Splendid! Hear, hear. Eyes down for the pattern and then a blackout. G. 5 and 9, 59. B. On its own, 8. N. 4 and 1, 41. N. 3 and 2, 32. I. 2 and 7, 27. N. 4 and 3, 43. I. 1 and 9, 19. G. 6 and 0, 60. I. 2 and 1, 21. G. 4 and 9, 49. O. 6 and 5, 65. G. 5 and 3, 53. B. On its own, 7. O. 6 and 9, 69. N. 3 and 9, 39. G. 5 and 8, 58. N. 4 and 2, 42. I. 2 and 9, 29. N. 3 and 6, 36. B. On its own, 5. O. 6 and 2, 62. I. 1 and 6, 16. G. 5 and 4, 54. N. 3 and 8, 38. O. 7 and 0, 70. I. 2 and 8, 28. I. All the 2's, 22. G. 4 and 7, 47. G. 5 and 1, 51. B. On its own, 1. O. All the 6's, 66. B. On its own, 2. I. 2 and 4, 24. N. 3 and 7, 37. N. All the 3's, 33. B. 1 and 2, 12. G. All the 5's, 55. O. 6 and 7,
Bingo!
67. Any others? Super duper! Eyes down for a blackout. I. 3 and 0, 30. O. 7 and 2, 72. G. 5 and 2, 52. N. 4 and 0, 40. G. 4 and 8, 48. O. 7 and 1, 71. G. 5 and 6, 56. O. 7 and 5, 75. B. On its own, 4. N. All the 4's, 44. G. 5 and 0, 50. O. 6 and 3, 63.
Bingo!
Bingo.
Anyone else? Well done. Well done. Thank you for playing, everyone. The next game will start soon. Ready for some bingo? Here we go with American Bingo. Eyes down for a line, then the pattern, and finally a blackout. Good luck. Our first number is N, 3 and 2, 32. N, 4 and 2, 42. N, 3 and 1, 31. O, all the sixes, 66. I, 2 and 6, 26. B, all the ones, 11. N, 3 and 8, 38. G, 5 and 4, 54. B, 1 and 4, 14. I, 2 and 1, 21. G, 5 and 9, 59. O, 7 and 3, 73. O, 6 and 7, 67. G, 4 and 9, 49. G, 5 and 7, 57. G, 6 and 0, 60. G, 5 and 2, 52. I, 1 and 7, 17. G, 4 and 6, 46.
Bingo!
Anyone else? Splendid! Eyes down for the pattern, and then a blackout. I, 2 and 0, 20. B, on its own, 3. I, 2 and 8, 28. N, 3 and 4, 34. N, all the fours, 44. B, 1 and 5, 15. O, 7 and 5, 75. O, 6 and 2, 62. G, 5 and 0, 50. B, on its own, 7. O, 7 and 4, 74. O, 7 and 2, 72. N, 3 and 7, 37. G, 4 and 8, 48. O, 6 and 1, 61. I, 2 and 7, 27. B, on its own, 9. I, 3 and 0, 30. O, 6 and 4, 64. N, all the threes, 33. B, on its own, 5. I, 1 and 8, 18. B, 1 and 0, 10. N, 4 and 1, 41. O, 6 and 8, 68. N, 4 and 0, 40. I, 2 and 4, 24. N, 3 and 6, 36. N, 3 and 5, 35. B, 1 and 3, 13. O, 6 and 3, 63. G, 5 and 1, 51. N, 3 and 9, 39. O, 6 and 5, 65. G, 5 and 8, 58. B, 1 and 2, 12. O, 7 and 0, 70.
Bingo!
Any more? Phenomenal! Eyes down for a blackout. I, 1 and 9, 19. I, 2 and 3, 23. B, on its own, 4. B, on its own, 2. B, on its own, 6. I, 1 and 6, 16. I, 2 and 5, 25.
Bingo!
Anybody else? Well done! Thank you for playing, everyone. The next game will start soon.